Hey guys, Latios here. I'm back with another video, and this is my unboxing for Beyblade X's Knight Shield, and I'm so excited for this. This and Drawn Sword were the two that I was looking forward to the most. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this. So for those of you that don't know, I grew up with Beyblade ever since the plastic generation, which was the first generation. This is now generation 4. And I've been making videos since the second generation, the metal generation, which was my favorite. So yeah, I'm really grateful that now we don't have to wait 3 to 4 years between the two generations, between Burst ending and X starting. X started just a few months after Burst ended, so really happy for that. So yeah, Knight Shield is one I'm super excited for. Knight Lance also seems like it's going to be pretty cool. So, but I'm a little bit worried that Knight Lance might be a little too similar in terms of the blade to Knight Shield. So we'll see that though. Again, I'm not gonna go over too much with the packaging here. I did do that in my unboxing for the stadium, so definitely look into that. Got the Beyblade X app over here. We've got a starter, so it is going to come with a ripcord launcher, and then there's a reason why I'm unboxing this after Hell Scythe rather than unboxing Wizard Arrow first, but as you can see, this is Beyblade X04 rather than 3, and the reason why I'm unboxing it before Arrow, with Wizard Arrow, which is number 3, it's just because, again, I am so excited for this one. I would have unboxed this after the stadium instead of Hell Scythe, but I just didn't, just because Hell Scythe is like the second protagonist technically. If you're reading the manga, you kind of understand what I mean by that. But yeah, so I'm just super excited for this. So we got Knight Shield's owner, which is Multi. And honestly, when I first saw this picture over here, I thought that there was gonna be like a rubber impact shock absorber on the blade, but I guess there isn't. But it just made me think that. So yeah, we got the blade here, which is Knight Shield. We got the ratchet, which is 380. Then we got the bit, which is needle, I believe. And then we've got the ripcord launcher. Got the symbol here for defense type, which is my favorite types, and then we got the green streaks here to represent Knight Shield. Just like with Hell Scythe, I'm not sure if these streaks are going to be representing all defense types or if it's just representing Knight Shield because it is green. So we will be going into that. I know that they changed the colors for Burst between attack and balance, but I do think that they are going to keep the colors the same in terms of like what color represents that specific type. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. For example, let's say we get a purple defense type. Is the streak going to be green because it's a defense Beyblade, or is it going to be purple because of the color of the Beyblade? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So at the moment, we don't have an answer for that. I forgot to do the bottom part. But it'll be interesting to see what they do in the future. We got the code here on the bottom, but I'm going to be using that code, so let me just turn it aside. Alright, so Beyblade X does not use stickers anymore, at least for the first ones, or at least for this, I don't want to say season, but let's just go with season. No, not format either, I wanted to say format, system, there we go. At least for this particular system with Beyblade X, there is no stickers. A lot of people were complaining about that, and I am too, but still. I forgot to show this in more detail with the Hellscythe one, but we've got some combinations here that we can do. I only just quickly show this. This is called the Skill Up Guide. So it's just advertising a cool combination that you can do. We've got the Bay Battle Pass, which I'm still waiting on mine to arrive. Then we got the app, which I hope they translate. Then we got Cobalt Drake, which is the prize Beyblade that you can win by using the app. Obviously, this next item, it's blanked out, but we now know that it is Night Shield. This all arrived late. I know a lot of other YouTubers and a lot of other Beyblade fans were able to get these products a lot sooner. Mine just arrived literally now. So, and it's the second week of August. So we just got some instructions over here. So it's pretty cool that they're advertising that you cannot do a cross-gen, so Beyblade Burst, which was the previous generation. Yeah. The Beyblade Burst logo was pretty cool, actually, but honestly, I kind of like the X logo a lot more. So yeah, we just got instructions on how to build a Beyblade, and then how to launch. Pretty cool. Alright, let's just get these out. As always, we'll save this beautiful Beyblade for last. Alright. Yeah, I'm still not a fan too much about these ripcords. I'm unboxing all of these back to back. But, I mean, honestly, the launch I did with Hellscythe on the stadium, at least, you know, I was kind of worried about how this would be launching, given how it's not downwards like the previous ones were. But honestly, either way works with this, I guess. I just feel like with this one, there was probably a little bit more grip going like downwards rather than the top. But maybe that's just me. So, and again, I still don't really like how hollow these feel, and I kind of forgot to, I mean, it feels hollow, but at the same time, it feels like sturdy enough, I suppose. But I don't know, I guess it could just be the material that they use for the plastic for the launcher, which I'm not liking too much, but I do love its design. And I do also like the new grip portions over here, which I didn't really show off in the Hellscythe unboxing. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously this is where the Bay Battle Pass is gonna go. And once the Beyblade is on, this tab sticks up so that the Battle Pass can see how quickly this is spinning to, sorry about that, to gauge your revolutions per minute, which is pretty cool. So it's basically like the Baylogger from Burst, but I guess done better. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's still pretty cool. That's okay. That does not help what I'm trying to show. It's still pretty cool that they now have bearings in here. So okay, I guess that's not working right now. We're just gonna put this to the side. Also, sorry if I sound kind of tired. I am. So it's been a very long day. So yeah, we've got the bit here, which is needle, and we've got a nice little point over there, which I'm so confused as to why they're putting a defense type with a stamina type bit or driver or performance tip, however you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of weird that now we've gone through like 3 name changes for the tip of the Beyblade. For the first 2 generations, it was performance tip. I think for the first generation it was. I could be wrong on that. Again, grew up with the plastic gen, but I only had like 1 Beyblade from the plastic gen, and I didn't really get to play it too much. It wasn't until the metal gen, and that's when I got really into the series. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure why they just didn't call it performance tip as well, because it was performance tip in the Metal Saga in the US, and in the Burst the drivers were called the performance tip as well. It's cool that they all have different names though, but I'm still gonna be calling this probably performance tip just because it makes more sense. But I do like the name Bit. It's pretty cool. The driver too, like they're not bad names. It's just interesting that we've now had 3, maybe 4 different names for the performance tip, or the point of the Beyblade. So here we now have, and I forgot the name of the part, which is 380, the ratchet. And I just love this green so much. It's like an emerald green. It's so beautiful. And I love how it's translucent. Again, this feels a little bit like thin. It has a different texture for sure. And this as well, I don't know, it feels a little bit cheaper than the plastic that they were working with before. But at least it still feels like quality, but you can just still tell that there is like a cheaper feel to it, to both of these parts compared to the, right, and I just dropped the ratchet. Yeah, compared to the Metal Saga, or sorry, the Burst series, it definitely feels a little bit cheaper with the plastic. I could be wrong on that. They could just be using a different mold or a different type of plastic, but still, I just have to say that. Also, kind of, so notice that there's kind of like a defensive ring over here. So you can kind of see over here, this clear part kind of like has a lip, and it just is like perfectly circular. I wonder with, yeah, the other ones, for example, here's Hell's Scythe. It's thin, as you can see over there. Now, yeah, you can definitely see the difference I'm talking about right there. Now, I wonder if it's because this is supposed to be higher. This is 3 is the prongs, and yeah, so I think that this is what makes the height, which is pretty cool because I thought that the height was gonna be this part over here. But yeah, I just noticed this now. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, this here does move around just a little bit, which is pretty cool as well. So I like this. This makes me think of Defensive Ring from the Metal Saga, which was one of my favorite spin tracks. And now here we have him, Night Shield, and this is so beautiful. Wow. And sorry for the shadow of my microphone over here, but Night Shield looks so beautiful. That emerald green. This does make me think of like a Jolly Rancher color. A lot of people have been saying that, like this green. But yeah, this is so cool. This makes me think of Gravity Perseus a little bit, but not too much. It makes me think a little bit more. I think it's Night Shield that makes me think a lot more of Gravity Perseus. This makes me think a lot about Rock Leone in a way from the Metal Gen. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just a beautiful looking Beyblade. The Knight icon, or Beys, or Facebold, or whatever they're calling this, because I guess they haven't really called it anything, honestly. But yeah, the symbol over here, it's kind of goofy, and that's the thing with a couple of these, but it works, and I kind of like it, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I do like it. I just do think though that it is a little too goofy. Sorry, comparing that to, you know, how it's supposed to be aiming at an older audience, and how it's supposed to be looking as a sport. But yeah, I don't know, it's cute. I still like it. It adds a charm to it. But yeah, it's just really cool. So yeah, I do like it, but I do think it would have been better if it was a little bit more realistic stylized, but it's pretty cool. I'm not complaining about it. So alright, lock that in, and now we just gotta put the bit, and there we go. So Night Shield is now ready, and it's beautiful. So alright, let's yeah, let's just quickly here, just for comparison. Here's the difference between them. As you can kind of see, Night Shield is just a little bit taller. Here's a better context. So yeah, you can see that right over here. So there's like, yeah, you can see how like my finger right here is matching up a little. So yeah, so you can definitely see the height difference there, and that's pretty cool. But alright, let's go and do a test launch here on the sheet, and then we'll do it on the stadium. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Pretty cool. I love how it spins. It really makes me think of like a UFO, very similar to Rock Leone from the Metal Saga. But alright, let's go and get the stadium. Alright guys, I got the stadium out. Now let's just do a test launch with Night Shield. I don't have the cover on, just so you guys can see the Beyblade better, and also just because it's not going to be a battle, it's just going to be a test launch. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So he's standing pretty still. Pretty cool. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how he behaves in battle, but anyway. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.